Hello, this is Dawn Priolet, and in this video, what I'd like to do is to take you through an exercise where we're going to use EFT to help you to clear and let go of all the reasons why you can't ask for more money. Whether you have your own business and you feel like you should be paid more, or you'd like to ask more money for a product or a service that you offer, or whether you work for a company and you would like to ask for more money, but you're afraid that that's going to be rejected for some reason. So what I'd like you to do right now, and this is kind of important, is I'd like you to stop this video for a minute or two and just write down, when you think about asking for more money, what are the things that come up immediately? Why do you think it won't work? Why do you think you won't get the money that you're asking for? For example, maybe you think it's greedy to ask for more. Some of us learned as children, you might not even remember how it happened or why it happened, but you may have learned somewhere along the line that, you know, it's a greedy thing to ask for more than what you need. So if you ask for more than just the very basics of what you really need, that's greedy. And you don't want anyone to judge you as being greedy. So you just don't want to ask. You may have been taught by a well-meaning parent that, you know, you shouldn't ask for more. And if you ask for more, as a matter of fact, you'll get nothing. Either take what you've been given or you'll get nothing. You know, have you ever heard that? Because I have. I do remember hearing that. I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I have heard that. And, you know, it makes you wonder, you know, how is that affecting my ability to earn a living now? You know, having been raised with that kind of mentality, or, you know, had that drummed into my head by somebody when I was a child. So stop the video, take the time and write down, you know, maybe 5-10 things if you can. Just take a minute or two and write down what are the beliefs, attitudes, and whatever comes up for you when you think about asking for more money. And then when you come back, I will do a round of tapping with you on that. Okay, so if you are back, then I'm assuming that you have taken the time to write down a few things that came up for you about why you feel it's not safe or you shouldn't ask for more money. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lead you through a round of EFT tapping about that. And I might not necessarily cover every single thing that came up for you, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit on some real important points. And what you can do is you have your list right in front of you, and you know, this is right at the top of your mind right now. So just be thinking about what came up for you while we do this tapping. And so before we start, we're going to just say right now that if I were to say to you, it's not safe, or, you know, if I ask for more money, it's not going to work. I want you to measure from 0 to 10. How true does that seem to you right now? How true does it feel? That if I ask for more money, I'm not going to get it. It's not going to work. How true does that feel? And so then we can measure again after we do the tapping. So to do the tapping, let's start by tapping on the karate chop point, back of the hand. Even though it doesn't feel right for me to ask for more money, in fact, it seems like it might be a pretty stupid move. Because I learned somewhere along the line, don't ask for more. Don't be greedy. Because if you do, you might get nothing. So it's better to just take what they give you and don't ask for more. Because greedy people will end up getting nothing in the end. And that's what I learned. So it really doesn't feel safe for me to ask for more money. Because I might end up getting nothing. And I choose to love and accept myself even though I have these beliefs, these limiting beliefs about what it means and what it's going to mean for me if I even dare to ask for more. Even though I have all these limiting beliefs, that if I ask for more money, if I ask to get paid more for what I do, even though I'm very good at what I do, I will be judged as being greedy. People are going to think I'm getting too big for my britches. Oh, she's so full of herself these days. She really thinks she's worth that much money. What the hell? Who does she think she is? That she could ask for that much money? To hell with her. I'm not paying her that much money. Even though I have all these beliefs, limiting beliefs about my ability to ask for and to get more money for what I do, I love and honor and accept myself. And I'm willing to start letting some of these things go. I'm willing at least to start questioning. Even though I have all these limiting beliefs about my ability to ask for and to get more money for what I do, to get paid more money because I deserve it. I've always taken less. Other people are making more money than me, and I know that I'm at least as good as they are, if not 10 times better. And it's really not fair that I can't get the money. I always ask less than everybody else, and it's really not fair. Okay, now we're going to tap through the points. All these limiting beliefs about what's going to happen if I ask for more money. Well, you know what? Here's another thought. What is going to happen if I don't ask for more money? Well, surely if I don't ask for more money, I'm not going to get it. That's for sure. I mean, people don't very often come up to you and just offer you more money when you don't even ask for it. If you don't tell people what you want, you surely are not going to get it. After all, it is ask and receive, right? Well, you have to ask. And I haven't been asking because I've been too afraid. I've been afraid that if I ask, I'll be punished. Now, where the hell is that written? Ask and you'll be punished. Ooh. That feels like something that happened to me when I was a child. Maybe I asked for something and I did get punished. And that just kind of stuck with me. And it's still affecting me now. I'm still thinking that if I ask, just for asking, I'm going to get in trouble. Or I'll be punished. Or I'll be rejected. I'll be sent away. I'll be sent to my room. Punished again just because I asked. Oh, I am so willing to let that go. From wherever I learned that, I am so willing to let that go. Because that is so damaging for my business. That is so damaging for my flow of money. What if it could be safe for me to ask for what I want? What if I actually ask for something and actually get it? What if people actually will value me more if I value myself more? What if I would actually be doing more of a service to people by raising my prices a little bit? so that they could value what I do more. And in turn, they might actually get a whole lot more out of the work that we do together. What if I'm actually doing people a disservice by undervaluing my work? Because a big part of healing and a big part of actually seeing results, especially in the kind of work that I do, has to do with expectations and has to do with allowing. And it is a fact, I've seen it so many times in my life, that when people don't pay a whole lot for something, or when they get something for free, very often they just don't value it. They don't really expect to get any kind of change or result from it. And therefore, they won't use it, or they'll use it kind of half-heartedly. In other words, I did a disservice because I gave them something. And because I gave it to them, or I didn't charge them enough for it, they made the assumption that it really wasn't worth very much. So why should they waste their time and their energy using it? So in the meantime, the stuff that I, out of generosity, tried to give them, or gave them at a big discount, maybe sat on the shelf collecting dust, either literally or figuratively, because they didn't listen to the advice that they were given. They didn't do the tapping that they should have done. They didn't use the thing, in other words. And if they don't use it, it's not going to do any good. I am so willing to let go of this need to undercharge, because I'm so afraid that if I charge too much money, people are not going to like me. They're going to think I'm greedy. They're going to think I'm selfish, that I'm not very spiritual, that I'm just not a good girl, not a good person. Because good people don't do this for the money. That's what I believe. Good people do not charge for work that is, quote unquote, spiritual, healing. Good people don't charge for that. And if they do charge, it's just a pittance. It's just a little tiny bit of money. You're not supposed to be able to make a living doing this. What the hell? What do you think? Are you insane? You're not supposed to be able to make a living. You're supposed to do this out of the kindness of your heart. Wow, really? Do doctors make a living? Do psychologists and counselors make a living? Or do they just give and give and give and give and give without expecting anything? Wow. And if they did, would any of them want to do that job anymore? Would any of them, if they were expected to live off of nothing, if they were all expected to live on welfare and give their services away for free, would any of them want to do that work anymore? Why, we would have no psychologists, no counselors, no doctors. We wouldn't have any. Because people would say, what's the point? If I'm expected to be poor and not be able to support my family and not be able to get married and not be able to feed myself, let alone a family, there would be nobody that would want to do this kind of work, so-called spiritual work. I don't know, even being an accountant can be a spiritual thing. They get paid. I believe everybody has gifts gifts from God, gifts from the Creator, the Source, whoever you want to call it, doesn't matter. And why are some people allowed to get paid for those gifts and some people aren't? Why is that? Maybe that's just my belief. I don't know where I picked that up. Maybe in some lifetime I was killed for charging too much money, or burned at the stake, or I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I am so willing to let that stuff go, because that is not serving me and it's not serving anybody else either. It doesn't serve the world for me to be poor. And I can't be poor enough, unhappy enough, or sick enough to help anyone. That does not help anybody. And I am so willing to let all of these limiting beliefs go and allow myself to finally receive all the money, the appreciation that I deserve. Okay, take a deep breath. And now I want you to take a look at that number. Remember we measured when we started? My gosh, I'm so spaced out. What did we start with? Okay, I think the phrase was something along the lines of that if I ask for more money, it's not gonna work out. I'll be rejected, or somehow it's not gonna work. So measure that again and see how true does that feel now. That if I ask for more money, I'll be rejected. See if you see a number or feel a number. Now, hopefully that number is down to a 3 or less. And if it's not quite down to 0, you might want to go back and redo this tapping again. Or maybe something really specific stuck with you. There was a particular belief that really got stuck. And so maybe you need to tap more specifically on that particular belief because you're stuck on that. So I hope that this was a help to you. And just please remember, you are not serving anybody by being poor. There's nothing spiritual about poverty. That is one of the biggest lies that we've ever been told. And it's time to let that one go. Again, my name is Dawn Priolette, and I'll see you in the next video.